All right, my friends, welcome back. This is going to be part 62. I believe that's right. 62, yeah. 62 of this presentation of the flood and Noah's Ark. And we're going to continue on with the phosphate beds of South Carolina. This hopefully will be the last video. I think I can get everything in on this one video. We're going to continue on with some of the things that was stated by this Dr. Boisenecker, that the YouTube video that Aaron Raw did, called Creation Ignorance on the Phosphate Beds, on the Ashley Phosphate Beds. Creation Ignorance on the Ashley Phosphate Beds. I'll have a link in the description below so you guys can check it out, just to be fair. And so if I'm going to quote from the video, you guys need to be able to see the evidence. And so I'm going to let you do that, and that way you guys can see what they state. But if you want to learn more about me going through their video, just check out the previous videos, and I go through it. I don't want to rehash too much because I got a lot I want to share with you on this video here. But this is going to be part 8, if I'm looking at my notes right. This is going to be the 8th video that I've done on the phosphate beds. And so again, if you've not seen any of them, just go all the way back to the beginning of it when I started going through it. And then we just kind of took our time through this thing. But again, it started off with this booklet here, Man, Dinosaurs, and Mammals Together by John Allen Watson. And so, but let's go through some more information. If you'll notice on the screen here, look at the very last paragraph there, and it says Dr. Boisenecker stated supposedly mining only happened for about 15 years. Now, this is going to be in the South Carolina region here where the phosphate beds are at. All mining ceased entirely in 1921. In speaking about creation apologists, this is his quote. They do not believe very strongly in the intelligence of their followers, or counting on the lack of intelligence of their followers. Boisenecker lastly refers back to the comment made from a conference Jack Horner made, from a conference that Jack Horner did. And Jack Horner made a statement along the lines of where the best evidence for evolution was the scientists researching it. And the fact that there has been nothing discovered to disprove evolution or prove creationism. Correct. And because of this, they must be on the right side. Now, I thought that was interesting. If you notice that, he says to disprove evolution as if it's fact. It's fact, it's here, it's been proven. And to prove creationism. It's a wild way you see how he does that. He doesn't say to prove evolution and to prove creationism. He says to disprove evolution and to prove creationism. You got to watch them. You really got to watch them, guys, how they play this verbal judo with people and stuff. And so very interesting how they done that. And so now he admits it that I'll tell you right now, there's no evidence for evolution. They don't have, I don't really want to go into a lot of this. It's going to make this video even longer, but they don't have anything. And I can show quote after quote after quote of scientists that state this, that they really don't have any evidence at all of evolution. And so they have some theories, but that's about it. And so now as far as the comment that he made about they do not believe very strongly in the intelligence of their followers or counting on the lack of intelligence of their followers, let me say this, guys. Anything that I've done, I don't care if it's dinosaurs and man, Noah's Ark and the flood, and we're also going to be getting into the microscopic world. Anything that I do, my references are on the bottom of the screen. And if it's an opinion of mine, I state it's an opinion of mine. And if I don't know, I'll just state I don't know. That's one of the wonders, of doing videos like I do. You don't have to know everything. You don't. You don't have to know everything. And so it's okay to say you don't know. It doesn't mean you're ignorant or stupid or anything like that. You don't know. Do I have all the answers about this right here, about the Bible? Absolutely not. I don't know any preacher that says he knows everything in this book and can give you an answer for every little thing. He's lying. I'm just saying right now, he's lying. And so there are things in here that we don't know. Daniel, in the book of Daniel, there was prophecies that Daniel had, and he didn't even understand them. And the Lord told him, seal up the book. It's not for you. It's not for you. This is Daniel, prophecies that Daniel made that were given of the Lord. And the Lord told him, seal up the book. It's not for you. It's for somebody later. They'll understand it. And so it's okay. It's okay to just say you don't know. Now, I am not counting on the lack of intelligence of anybody. I am counting on the intelligence of the Bible believers out here. That's what my ministry is for, the Bible believers. I believe that the people that this is going into are Bible believers. They believe in the book. And if you have a question about anything that I'm saying, check it out for yourself. That's the reason why I give you references. I tell you where I get my information from. And I give you organizations that you can learn more. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to encourage and teach. I'm not trying to snow anybody. And so why? Why would I do that? I mean, my standard is set pretty high by the Lord. I got a lot to answer for. What I do and don't do and say and don't say. I'm going to be judged out of this. And so that scares the hell out of me, just to be blunt, guys. And so, but no, I want you guys, if you guys don't understand something, check out my references on below the screen and check it out for yourself. Check it out for yourself. Now, the whole bottom line with this, guys, is what do you believe? What do you believe? It's either creation or it's evolution. It's a biblical worldview or it's a secular worldview. That's where the bottom line is. And it depends on what you believe. If you believe in a biblical worldview, what Francis S. Holmes found is not a problem at all. And wow, that's really cool information, and then move on. But if you have a secular worldview, that is some problems. You have some problems now because they are dealing with they are basing their whole theories on a geologic column that says that they shouldn't be together. And so it turns everything all topsy-turvy. And so, and the thing is, guys, there are evolutionists that have found stuff that goes against their theories, and they admit it, just like Mary Schweitzer. When we talk about Mary Schweitzer, she admitted it. She even admitted it, that she struggled with bringing the information about what she found about soft tissues and dinosaur bones because she knew it would be so controversial. And so, and her being a Christian, that is the whole bottom line. If you'll notice on the screen here, check out the yellow part. I've showed this before. It says that she is not just a pioneering paleontologist. Get that, guys. They call her a pioneering paleontologist, but she is also an evangelical Christian. And that fact alone has prompted some prominent paleontologists to be even more skeptical about her scientific research. Why? Why would they be skeptical? Because she believes in the Bible, she believes in God, and they know that the book of Genesis contradicts their theories. That's what it does. The Bible does not contradict science. The Bible contradicts evolution. And Jack Horner, if you notice below that, Jack Horner stated to her, Mary, the freaking creationists are just going to love you because he knows. Deep down inside, he knows the significance of that find. They know deep down inside that what we say is real and it's true. Remember what the Bible says. If you notice out there in 2 Peter 3:5, notice the third paragraph down, or the sentence down. They are willingly ignorant. They willingly are ignorant. And notice the next one here. In the book of Romans, 1:20 to 23. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are what? Clearly seen. They're clearly seen, guys. You can clearly tell that this world was created, being understood by what? The things that are made. We can look at the things on this planet and see that they were created. Even his internal power and Godhead, we can tell that there is a God, there is a creator God. And what does it state? So they are without excuse. They're without excuse. Now, you're probably going to hear a beeping. The trash guy just pulled up in front of the house. I'm doing this real early in the morning. But the next sentence down, it says, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. And this is it, guys. This right here, the next sentence, is the scientific community, the secular scientific community of our day. Professing themselves to be what? Wise, they became fools. They became fools. Now, what's a fool? A fool has said in his heart that there is no God. They became fools. So professing themselves to be wise, I don't care how many degrees they got behind their name. If they don't believe in God, they're a fool. They're a fool. And change the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Basically, there's your evolution, because they say God didn't create us. We evolved from an ape. And that ape evolved from slime, some little worm that oozed up out of the sludge millions and millions and billions of years ago. Yeah, that's your evolution. And so this verse is right here, hits it on the head. Now, quickly, let's go through some places that you guys can learn more. Now, everything here on this slide here, I'm going to put this in the description below so you guys can learn more. Moments of Science, Phosphate and Charleston's Fossil History. It's a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called David Dixon. It's 50 minutes long. If you guys want to learn more about phosphate and the Charleston's fossil history, you can go to that one there and watch that one. The next one is Polk County phosphate mining closing down. A YouTube channel called ABC Action News. It's only, it's a little bit less, it's about 2 minutes. It's about 2 minutes long. And the video is 11 years old. This is from the present time of me doing this video, which was 2025. And this is going to be located in Polk County, Florida. Polk County, Florida, said mining has been going on for over a century, since 1881, and 2 new mines are opening in the Hardy and DeSoto counties. And so if you want to learn more about phosphate and the history and stuff like that, check out that one. The next one is Phosphate Mining and Piney Point. That's S4E5. It's a Suzanne Atwell show. It's 49 minutes long. The video is 3 years old, from 2025, and it's talking about the phosphate mining in Florida. Now, she says since 1883, and it says by 1894, more than 215 mining companies were operating statewide, and it is used as fertilizer to grow crops, but is also in the same fertilizer to grow grass. And it will be an industry that will eventually end because of getting to the resources and damaging and polluting the ecosystem. And so again, if you want to learn more, please check out that one. This will be there as long with the Aaron Raw video, and you can check out that, guys. So check these things out to learn more about that. Educate yourself, guys. Educate it. Now, let's go through some books real quick and some organizations. Now, this one here, Mount Blanco Publishing Company did this one, Man, Dinosaurs, and Mammals Together. The museum is permanently closed. It's permanently closed. I'm not sure where you can get one. Maybe check out the Creation Evidence Museum with Dr. Carl Ball. He may have some, because Joe Taylor did a lot of work for Dr. Carl Ball in casting dinosaur footprints and even man footprints. And so get up with Dr. Carl Ball, the Creation Evidence Museum, and see if you can get a booklet through him. And this book also is an outstanding book, Fossil Facts and Fantasies, again, by the late Joe Taylor. Look online, see if you can find it. It's just, again, I would send you to Mount Blanco Publishing Company, but one of my creationist friends out there told me that they tried to order something, and it's down. It's permanently closed. It's no longer in existence. And so you might find one on eBay. I'm not sure, guys. But another thing that you can get is this one. This one's free. You go to, I'll try to put a link in the description below for this one right here. Just go to Internet Archive. Internet Archive. It's archive.org. What I did is I put in the phosphate rocks of South Carolina and their history and development. That's what I did. I put that in and this came up. So look at that picture right there. If that comes up, that is a free PDF format. And it's actually 87 pages long. The actual on the phosphate rocks of South Carolina. There is something else that's in this booklet also. There's some other flyers and stuff like that that's in that. So it actually, the pages that are in here are, I'm wanting to say it's somewhere around 128 pages long total with everything that's in there. But the research that he done, the phosphate rocks of South Carolina, I believe it's only about 87 pages long. And so again, this one's free, guys, so make sure you get that. Another one you can check out is The Hidden History of the Human Race, where they find what's called OOP art, which OOP art means out-of-place artifacts. And this would be a great, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, one, they mention it in the booklet, Man, Dinosaurs, and Mammals Together. They mention Michael Cremo and Richard Thompson. Just remember that this is not a Christian book. These guys are not creationists. They don't believe in the Bible. I know Michael Cremo is I'm wanting to say he is a Buddhist, if I'm thinking right. I'm wanting to say that's what he is. It escapes me right. It really escapes me right offhand. At one point in time, I knew exactly what the religion that he follows along. But he believes in the long ages of time. He believes that, but he shows evidence of man's artifacts and things that were man-made in the geologic column. And he's just saying that man was here a whole lot longer than what the evolutionists say. But I do appreciate the book. It's something that you can learn some really amazing things in. But other than that, the next one is the Creation Research Society. Began in 1963. And let me tell you what, guys, if you have anybody that tells you that scientists are evolutionists and all evolutionists, that all scientists believe in evolution, hogwash. These guys are nothing but scientists. And you have to have a background in science, have degrees and have credentials to even do research for them. These are scientists, and they've been around a long time, and they have found out some amazing things. If you're a member now, at the time of this video, I am not a member. I used to be, but I'm not presently, and I am planning on joining back again. You can be a member even though you're not a quote-unquote scientist, and you can become a member, and you can read their articles and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to join back, because they're starting something on their website that I definitely think I can glean some good information on. But if you become a member, you get these benefits here: collaboration with creation scientists from all over the world, a subscription to the CRS Quarterly Journal. I'll show you that here in just a second. A subscription to the Creation Matters publication. I'll show you that also. And online access to all past and present publications, access to CRS Net and email discussion reflector, discount pricing at our online bookstore, and discount on registration for CRS, which is Creation Research Society, annual conferences. And this right here is the quarterly, the journal, the quarterly, Creation Research Society quarterly. Great. It's a good book, guide. It is a bit of a tough read. If you have any type of college background in many of the things like biology and any of the type of scientific stuff that they go into, if you've got a background in that, it's going to be an easier read for you. It really is. A lot of times I have to go doing some research on even what they're even talking about before I can share it. And so, but some of their stuff is more easier to read than others. And so, but it is a fantastic, fantastic magazine. And I have a lot of these, a lot of articles from these magazines in my files. The next one was the Creation Matters that they do. And this is one that they send out also. And I've gotten a lot of good articles from this. They send this separate from the quarterly, and you get this with some fantastic articles, absolutely fantastic. This one here, I'm not sure if they still sell this or not because what they're doing, but it's Creation in a Flash. Creation in a Flash is a little thumb drive, and it has a lot of their back volumes on this. And so some of the things that I have shared in the phosphate rocks, I got from articles from this flash drive. And so it's great. You can search it. It's searchable. And you're going back a long ways, guys, on their articles here. Now, this is something new that they're going to start or they're doing now. And this is the reason why I'm going to join back again. It's CRS Quarterly Research Database. It's a easily searched past articles. I just took a screenshot of their, basically I scanned this from a newsletter that they sent me, but it's easily searched past articles by author, year, title, or abstract. And so, but you can see there basically what it's going to look like. And it's really going to be good, guys. If you'll notice the website there below, I'll put a link in the description below on for that also, www.creationresearch.org. Check them out, guys. For you guys that really want to get in some stuff, go down deep, stay down long information. But basically what it is the new Creation Research Society Quarterly Database features an easy-to-use interface, a fantastic search engine for exploring past articles, and integration with larger repositories such as Google Scholar. Google Scholar integration is critical as it gives anyone interested in creation research access to the Creation Research Society quarterly articles, even if they've never heard of Creation Research Society. Check out some of the features below and explore them for yourself at Creation Research Society Quarterly. And then they give you the website there, and it's standardizing, categorizing, locating, browsing, and organizing the 1,337 articles published in the Creation Research Society Quarterly since 1963. Guys, there are some really cool stuff in here. And I have recently found some articles about man and dinosaur tracks that they did. Some articles. I found one article. I was doing some research on a massive fossil graveyard in Florida, and I just accidentally ran across that article about the man and dinosaur footprints that were found, I believe, in Arizona. I've got the article tucked away in a file for me to later look at. And so, but guys, let's stop right there. I hope that you guys have gleaned some information from this. And despite what these guys stated about us not caring about or hoping that you guys are not as intelligent or the ignorant and all that stuff, I just shared with you guys some information, stuff that I get my information from. And so I'm wanting to educate and encourage you guys. Tell you guys, some of the best weapons that we can have is knowledge, And so just having a familiarity about these topics is enough. You don't have to have all the intricacies. I don't. All the intricacies about everything, but just having a basic knowledge about the stuff is the main thing. And remember, guys, the most important thing is this right here. They have Moses and the prophets. You will constantly hear me say that. They have Moses and the prophets. You point them to this right here, the Bible. Because if they won't hear Moses and the prophets, which is the Bible, then they won't hear, even if we was to dig up Noah's Ark, show it to them, show a T-Rex, and have the 10 Commandments sitting right in front of the T-Rex with the Ark of the Covenant being pulled by the T-Rex, they still won't believe. They still won't believe. They won't even be, Bible even says if you can produce a miracle, they won't even be persuaded if you was to produce a miracle if they don't believe this right here. If they don't believe the Bible, they won't even be persuaded no matter what evidence you show. That's how much is important for this right here. So all you got to do is point them to this book right here. This is it. This is it. This is what we're going to be judged out of. And so, but at any rate, guys, we'll stop right there. When we come back, we're going to continue on with some amazing graveyards, huge fossil graveyards, and we're going to continue on with it and the exciting journey through this presentation of Noah's Ark and the flood. You guys take care. I love you. Hope the Lord blesses you real good. Bye-bye.